Being a challenge, the psychology of attraction. One of the best ways to make a girl like you is to do something that doesn't seem to make logical sense at first. Because logically, if you think about it, to make another person like you should treat them well all the time. The better you treat them, the more they like you, right? That's the simple math. But when it comes to women, and when it comes to life, women actually prefer a man who is a challenge. And this is something I'm going to explain in depth, because I know it might feel counterintuitive to you. My name is Dr. Eva Daniel, and I want to help you understand something fundamental about human nature that applies to women, to men, to all of us. The challenge principle. Think about playing a sports game against someone who isn't a challenge. They don't even try to win. They just let you in all the time. Initially, it might feel fun. Okay, cool, I beat you. But then you play again and they still don't try. They're not even a challenge. It starts to feel boring, doesn't it? It's predictable. It's like, okay, I've already won. This person is no match for me. I'm going to win again. There's no excitement. There's no interest. It's the same with video games. You start playing and you don't even need to do anything. The enemies just fall over and die as you walk through. You think, wait, this is boring. This is pretty crappy. Where's the challenge? I want to be challenged. I want to enjoy the game. And that's why when a video game ends, you often feel empty and disappointed. You want the game to continue because you want the challenge to continue. That's what makes it enjoyable. The challenge itself. I remember playing Grand Theft Auto years ago. After I'd finished the full game, I got the cheat codes. You can turn up the wanted level so the police are after you and helicopters are coming. You can turn on God mode so they can't kill you. You've got the bazooka, guns, everything you want. You're just driving around, causing chaos. And yeah, that's fun for a while, but most people prefer when there are actual challenges they have to participate in and focus on to progress. That's what makes video games genuinely enjoyable. The deeper philosophy, why we need challenges. Let me go even deeper with this because it connects to something profound. If you've ever looked into near-death experiences, you know that some people have died, been dead for 20, 30, even 90 minutes, and then been shocked back to life. And many of them report similar experiences from the afterlife. What's fascinating is that they describe reconnecting with something divine, something all-knowing, something with infinite power and infinite knowledge, in a state of complete peace and bliss. But then they're told it's not their time and they're pulled back into their body, back into this limited human form. One way of understanding this is that we enter human bodies specifically to experience human limitations. We come from a state of infinite power and knowledge into a fixed body with all its constraints. Why? To experience the human condition, to face challenges, to overcome obstacles, to grow. And I mention this because it explains why life works the way it does, why there are always challenges for us to overcome, why everything isn't already sorted out, why we have to figure things out and level up and gain control over reality rather than it being 100% done and handled already. Now, here's why I'm telling you this philosophy. When I tell a guy, if you want a woman to really like you, playfully stop treating her so well and be more of a challenge, it can feel jarring. The guy thinks, I don't want to treat women badly. That's wrong. That will hurt her. I just want to be a good person. But he doesn't realize that the fundamental way human experience works, for women, for him, for all of us, is that challenges are what make life interesting. Without them, without friction, without some resistance to overcome, things become empty and hollow. Practical examples of being a playful challenge. Let me give you concrete examples of how to be a playful challenge without being mean or disrespectful. Imagine you're at a cafe with a girl you like. You're eating a chocolate muffin and she says, "Oh, that muffin looks good." A typical nice guy says, "Oh, do you want one? I can get you one. Here, you can have some of mine." A guy who's a challenge says with a grin and a smile, "Yeah, it is. And that's why I'm not sharing." He's not serious. He's playful. He's smiling. He takes a bite. She feels that challenge in the moment. He didn't just fall over and give her what she wanted, but she can see he's only being playful about it. She'll react, laughing, saying, "Come on, please, can I have a bite?" And he can then smile and say, "Of course you can. Here, have as much as you want." Now he's being generous, but he's not being that typical nice guy who just collapses at any request. Here's another example. She reaches for your phone to look at it. You pick it up and hold it, just out of reach, smiling. She goes to get it. You move it away a bit. When she's laughing and insisting, you finally say, "Okay, here you go." And you give it to her. She feels so much more enjoyment because she completed the challenge. She overcame the obstacle. It's a small thing, but compare that to just handing it over immediately. It's like the video game where the enemy just falls over. You can also playfully challenge her in conversation. Rather than always nodding along and showing total agreement, you can playfully shake your head with a grin or give her a look that says, "I'm not sure about that." You're applying playful pressure. She wonders what she said that didn't get your approval. You're keeping her on her toes. And that's attractive to women because they feel like you're a man who can bring out a better side of them. The key balance challenge. Now, you don't have to do this constantly. You don't need to challenge her on everything, but you need to be able to add this element in, because this is what all humans want and need. We all enjoy feeling like we have something to participate in, something to earn, something that makes us feel like we've accomplished something. Compare this to the alternative. A guy who gives the impression that she doesn't have to do anything. He's sold on her. He's saying without words, "Yes, I like you. Yes, I'll do anything you want. Yes, I'll put up with any behavior to get a chance with you." That's the bad video game. That's the opponent just falling over. But when you playfully challenge a woman, she feels, "Okay, now it's on. Now I have something to work toward. Now I have something enjoyable to participate in as we continue together." Here's what's important to understand. If a woman is participating, if she's enjoying the challenge of earning more of your love, respect, and approval, then you have a good woman. You're bringing out the best side of her. But if she doesn't feel that need to participate, if she's not enjoying the idea of earning your love, then you're not going to have a good relationship because she's not being her best self. The thing is, being only nice won't create a spark for her. She might see you as nice, but she won't feel that sexual spark, that romantic spark. It seems predictable. It seems like she doesn't have to do anything and you'll just fall over. The deeper wisdom, why this matters for your life. What I want you to understand at the deepest level is that this principle, the principle of being a challenge, isn't just about dating. It's about being a man of value. Think about the things in your life that mean the most to you. The accomplishments you're most proud of. Aren't they the ones where you had to work? Where you had to push yourself? Where you had to overcome obstacles? When you achieved those things, didn't you feel proud? Didn't you think, "I really did that. I overcame something"? Compare that to things that came too easily. Things that required no effort. You don't stand around thinking, "Yeah, I'm amazing about those things." You don't feel the same pride or accomplishment. This is why being a challenge matters. It's not about being difficult or mean. It's about having standards. It's about having things that need to be earned. And women are deeply attracted to men who have standards and boundaries and require something of them. Most guys have blind spots they're not aware of when it comes to attraction. They don't realize how they're turning women off. If you never figure this out, it will continue to happen throughout your life. You'll get into relationships and feel confused about why your woman doesn't seem attracted to you. You won't be able to figure out why the spark isn't there. Understanding this, understanding that being a bit of a challenge is attractive, is one of the most important insights you can have about attraction, because it changes everything. It changes how you relate to women. It changes the quality of women you attract. It changes the strength of the relationships you build. Women don't want a man who collapses at their feet. They want a man who has something to offer, who has boundaries, who has standards, who requires that they participate in the relationship. That's when they feel inspired to be their best selves. That's when real love and attraction can flourish. I'm Dr. Eva Danielle, and I'm committed to helping you understand these fundamental truths about attraction so you can build relationships where both partners feel genuinely drawn to each other, where both partners are bringing out the best in each other, where there's that delicious challenge that keeps the spark alive. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.